There are some communities which say that yoga is in conflict with their religious beliefs. What do you have to say to that? Like, is it a misunderstanding of yoga or misunderstanding of their religion or something else?
People associated, with religion, yoga as part of the Hindu religion, you know. Therefore, it should not be promoted. In Los Angeles, we were bringing this yoga to the school level. They all started getting the benefit. Then there was a big objection that you are bringing Hinduism into this thing and we should not do these things like this. Then Obama, he came and told, no, your this perception is wrong. Yoga is a science. For example, you have science. You got Newton developed this thing. When you call it as Christian and only this should happen. So it has been developed in India by the great seers of yoga and other things. And you cannot say that it is Hinduism and doing this thing. And it is a science. Just like modern science has come, science, technology has come. We don't sub it as Christian and then we will not use it. So it's a wrong conception. So he made it as yoga is a science, we should do that. So like that, number of publications came up from all over the world. And we solved it like this, systematically, giving them the scientific approach. And more research papers we published showing that it is science, various dimensions.
So, I really wanted to know about that school in Arunachal Pradesh, that you set up in 1970s. How many years did it take you to set that up? And how is it now?
It's growing very well.
Yeah.
And it has started developing. And now we have 65 schools, Every school has got 50, 60, 100 acres land. It's all government, and then we were running the schools. Yeah. And it spreads all over. Our Nagaland was the biggest challenge. And then we went in, slowly we developed this thing, convinced the people and brought these things. And now in the entire Arunachal Pradesh, Port Blair, Andaman Nicobar, most challenging thing. With all like islands, there also we have schools. Or Vivekananda Kendra, called Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya. So that all by 87, 88, I left Kanyakumari, came to Bangalore. By that time, Eknaji, who was the main person, he left his body in 87. Then he had told that you have to go to higher education. So I started coming into this thing, developing dimension. So schools are growing, 65 schools now. It is continuing. Kendra is doing that nicely. So a good team developed there.
Yeah. Now yoga is compulsory in engineering colleges and medical colleges, but not in schools yet.
Schools, it has been made compulsory, but in our country, it's a state subject. Therefore, wherever the state takes up, do that. Some places where we have the BJP as this thing, it has started. Gujarat it has come, several other places it come, but in many places it has not come. In Karnataka, now it is coming up, we are telling. Earlier we had done this thing. In all the states, we trained nearly 75,000 teachers throughout the country. After putting these things, we wanted to spread throughout. The government came forward, we want in all schools should come up. Then how to do that? We train master trainers, and master trainers train the trainers like that, and we started. For example, in Go Over the First, in all the schools we did that. And then we did in Karnataka, about 3,000 things we did. So like that, all over the country, we systematically did training of the teachers, doing that. That was the most important thing. Otherwise, where are the teachers to teach?
Yeah.
We have to train them. That we did,
And what about the mindset, a lot of parents would enroll their children in karate classes. Or want karate in school, but not yoga.
That's why what we tell them is that what do we want our children? They should grow in their total personality, physical, mental, emotional, intellectual. Karate and other things will them physical thing, to some extent mental thing. But this gives you total personality.
Yeah.
How to build this total personality? What are the various dimensions of personality? We worked, with education experts and psychiatric and other people. Way back in 1979, we worked out and we developed. And eyesight improvement, voice culture, hearing development, all that I told, But we had to make this yoga very attractive. If you say only asana, pranayama, mudras, bandhas, kriyas, people will not do. What is best for eyesight improvement? So we developed various dimensions. We had Krida Yoga, Nada Yoga, everything. And Krida Yoga is the hit.
What is that?
The games, yoga games.
Oh, really? I've never heard.
For everything, we have the games. For eyesight improvement, what are the games we give? For hearing development, what are the games we give? For oral, what we give? We develop 140 games. No, we teach them. And children will love to come there, and they get wonderful things. We measure how it comes. For example, eyesight, no, memory. Memory, we have got the audio memory, visual memory, audio-visual memory, short-range memory, long-range memory. Within 10 days, we have shown 23% increase in the audio memory, 21% in the visual memory, 19% in the audio-visual memory, 13% in short-range memory, 9% in long-range memory. We have all measured, published the papers. So like that, in all things we measured. So all people started accepting that because it's just science. Otherwise, this was very difficult. A lot of difficulty in Arunachal Pradesh. The communities there, they said it is Hinduism, we don't want. Like that, it used to be a big thing. Then we said, this is what we are doing. We showed them. Then they all started accepting. Now it has spread everywhere. We want to bring this thing all over the world. So now we are trying to get it at Texas, the whole education system. Italy, it has started coming. 50 people, our people came. Now our work has spread in 120 countries.
So, Guruji, just to be clear, it's not like through yoga anybody is trying to convert anybody, right?
Correct, exactly.
It's more like, as you said, science.
Convert in this sense that you develop from your normal level to become great human beings. Total personality development.
Yeah.
That's the transformation we want. You can call it as a conversion of a normal person to a great person.
Yeah.
Not religion-wise.
Yeah. Because a lot of people actually think that, especially, for example, chanting of Om or doing sun salutations, they say this is, worshipping the sun and all of those things.
Yeah.
And this is against their belief system. And there is this term called yoga phobia. Have you heard of it?
Correct.
Yeah. So,
all these things have to be clarified. Why we have to bring yoga in the form of Om, chanting and other things, everything. And once you give the scientific base, people will accept, For example, in our Arogyadham, people come from all communities. You are Christian father, Islamic people, and various things they come. And when they come, they will say, we don't believe in God or Goddess. We don't believe in bhajan. We don't believe in these things. I said, don't worry, you have come here for treatment, hypertension, diabetes, concentrate. And in the program, you just sit there and enjoy the sound, these things, And then I give this scientific base as to what we are doing, dimension. Then it goes into the head. And after 4 days, 5 days, they start singing. And they become the most devoted people for this thing. We never knew that this is the thing.
yeah.
That the ignorance. That we have to show. Once you give the scientific base as to how it builds the emotional personality and how you get mastery over the emotion, everybody will do.
So, Guruji, you've traveled far and wide. You have gone to villages, different universities, different countries. Where is the purest form of yoga that you have experienced or seen?